The lights in Kaohsiung hadn't even dimmed before the whispers began. Lisa Manoban, center stage, golden mic in hand, pulse syncing with the roar of tens of thousands, had just finished one of the most electrifying nights of the BLACKPINK Deadline World Tour 2025. Yet the real story, the one that would travel faster than any encore, didn't happen on stage. It happened in the seconds after, when the confetti was still falling. When she turned, smiled faintly, and walked off into the kind of silence that always comes before something big. Backstage, the air carried the weight of both exhaustion and euphoria. Her team whispered in fragments, schedules, flights, press calls, but Lisa's expression stayed unreadable. Cameras caught glimpses, nothing more, a graceful wave, a brief nod, a spark in her eyes that didn't match the fatigue. Fans watching the live feed noticed it instantly. Something in her demeanor had shifted. She wasn't just closing a concert, she was beginning another chapter. Moments later, the hashtag Kaohsiung exploded across global feeds. Videos replayed her final bow, zooming in on every subtle gesture. But beneath the fan edits and trending tags, a deeper narrative was already forming, one tied to whispers of a guest in the crowd. A certain figure spotted near the VIP section. A familiar silhouette in a tailored suit, Frédéric Arnault. He wasn't on the official guest list. No press coverage, no brand activation. Yet somehow, in the middle of a stadium built for spectacle, his presence felt like a quiet headline waiting to be written. The connection between the worlds of luxury and pop culture was once again crossing paths, not through contracts, but through chemistry. As Lisa left the venue, flashes followed. Her team guided her through a narrow corridor lit only by blue safety lights. A single paparazzi clip later surfaced. Lisa, still in stage makeup, wrapped in an oversized coat, stepping into a sleek black car. The city lights reflected on the glass like molten gold. And then another frame. A separate car pulling away moments later. The same model. The same route toward the harbor. Fans stitched the clips together within minutes. Theories caught fire. Could it be another collaboration? Was he there to discuss her next brand project? Or something else entirely? The timing was too perfect to be coincidence. Kaohsiung's skyline blurred into the night as private yachts prepared to host post-concert gatherings. Insiders hinted at a quiet celebration. Invitation only, no media coverage. Yet, as dawn broke, the story that would dominate every timeline wasn't about a party. It was about strategy, silence, and a woman who understood both better than anyone in her generation. Because what Lisa BLACKPINK is doing now isn't just performing, it's brand architecture. Every appearance, every rumored sighting, every subtle absence is part of a carefully crafted arc. This is not randomness. This is resonance. And Frédéric Arnault's occasional reemergence within that narrative isn't noise. It's a reminder of the world she now moves through. One of influence, luxury, and quiet power plays. Behind every viral photo lies an invisible economy, the trade of perception. Lisa knows this game too well. When she steps off stage, she's no longer just an artist. She's a brand strategist. Her moves are mapped with precision, aligning every whisper, every unspoken hint, with something greater. She understands that curiosity has more currency than confirmation. By the following morning, Taiwanese media buzzed with speculation. A French executive seen leaving the same port? Lisa's team spotted boarding a private flight to Singapore? Nothing confirmed. Everything theorized. And in that void of certainty, the engagement skyrocketed. Because audiences don't just want answers anymore. They crave mystery. The psychology behind it is simple yet brilliant. You build anticipation by allowing imagination to fill the gaps. Lisa, knowingly or not, has turned her global fandom into a decentralized marketing force. Millions of micro-analysts decoding her every movement, turning her narrative into an ever-evolving conversation. And when the luxury world meets that kind of emotional energy, it doesn't just trend. It transforms markets. In Paris boardrooms, luxury analysts have a name for this: the Manoban effect. When curiosity spikes before confirmation, brands benefit long before campaigns even begin. Her alignment with Louis Vuitton in 2025 already proved that her presence alone can elevate perception metrics by double digits. But what's happening post-Taiwan? It feels different, less predictable, more autonomous. Because maybe, just maybe, Lisa isn't just endorsing luxury anymore. She's learning how to own it. At the midpoint of this unfolding story, a leaked clip surfaced online. Grainy, filmed from afar, yet impossible to ignore. It showed a brief glimpse of Lisa BLACKPINK entering a dimly lit lounge overlooking the Kaohsiung port. The lighting golden, her silhouette unmistakable. A few figures rose to greet her, one of them matching the frame of the rumored guest. The clip ended abruptly. No sound, no context. Just silence, and the glow of curiosity. Theories erupted again. Was this the private dinner whispered about by insiders? A post-concert debrief? Or something more strategic? Perhaps a meeting that merges art, luxury, and future investment? Here's where it gets even more intriguing. Multiple reports noted that after the concert, Lisa's team filed a new trademark application under her creative label, rumored to focus on cross-border fashion tech collaborations. The filing location? Singapore. The same place linked to her next scheduled trip. Coincidence? Maybe. But for fans and analysts alike, the dots were too tempting not to connect. This is how legends are built, through controlled unpredictability. Every move measured, every absence intentional. Because Lisa doesn't just follow the luxury narrative, she rewrites it in real time. And here's the part that grips you. Amid all this speculation, Lisa Manoban herself remains perfectly silent. No posts, no statements, just digital echoes of her energy lingering online. That silence has become her loudest statement. Frédéric Arnault appears once more in the story, not as a headline, but as a symbol. A reminder of the partnership between creativity and capital, between artistry and legacy. And maybe, just maybe, of something personal that transcends both. His presence, subtle, unspoken, fuels intrigue without defining it. It's the kind of balance that only truly strategic storytelling can maintain. Then comes the cliffhanger. As social media threads spiral, a new image leaks. An aerial shot of Kaohsiung Harbor at dawn. Two sleek jets parked side by side, engines cooling under soft morning light. No confirmations, no tags. But the internet didn't need any. Within hours, the photo became the #1 trending topic across Asia. Now pause, not for gossip, but for what this means. In marketing psychology, this is pure viral architecture. The blend of emotional intimacy and scarcity. Fans feel involved yet excluded. They see everything yet understand nothing. That tension keeps engagement alive for weeks, far beyond what any paid campaign could achieve. Lisa has mastered this balance, to give just enough to keep the world breathless and hold back just enough to make it timeless. As night falls again over Kaohsiung, a question lingers like perfume in the air. Was it coincidence, collaboration, or simply fate playing its cinematic hand again? We may never know. But one thing is certain. Lisa's narrative continues to blur the lines between performance and power, between stardom and sovereignty. Because when she steps into the spotlight, she's not chasing fame anymore. She's designing legacy. And as the cameras fade, the whispers rise again. About the next destination, the next reveal, the next impossible moment that only she could create. So maybe the real surprise isn't that she and Frédéric Arnault crossed paths again. It's how effortlessly she turned a fleeting encounter into an empire of speculation. This is storytelling turned into currency, influence turned into architecture. And if you've watched this far, remember this moment, because you're not just seeing a concert follow-up. You're witnessing a masterclass in modern branding, where silence speaks louder than headlines and mystery builds momentum faster than truth. Stay tuned, stay curious, and don't blink, because the next chapter in Lisa Manoban's unfolding journey might just redefine what it means to move in power. Subscribe, share, and rewatch, because the story isn't over. It's only beginning.